So, why you putting up with that again, ma'am, sir? Why are you dealing with that? You don't have to. You don't have to put up with nobody putting their hands on you, period, ever. You have options. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. Take it from somebody that knows, that's been there. You got options. You don't have to sit up in there and let nobody put their hands on you. Get up, leave, go somewhere. If you ain't got no family, go to a shelter. Go somewhere other than there. You got friends, somebody that you can lean on and depend on and trust. You don't have to stay in no situation where somebody is abusing you, whether it's physical abuse, emotional abuse, or verbal abuse. You don't have to put up with that. You don't. You don't. You are worth more than that. You're worth more than that to yourself, your loved ones. You're worth more than that too. And you're worth more than that to God. You think He created you for somebody to be putting you down, beating you down every day, dragging you through the mud, talking crazy to you, calling you all up out your name? You don't have to put up with that. And if you don't have no other options, go to God. When I tell you God will make a way and He will pull you up out of that situation, you don't have to sit there and deal with that. You don't. You don't have to deal with it. See, a lot of times we don't even know our own self-worth. We done been put down and talked crazy to for so long, smacked around in some more stuff that we don't even know our own self-worth. We thinking that this is the best we can do. This all we got in us. It ain't. Lies. The enemy wants you to believe that. And for a long time, you probably have been believing that. You can do better. You're not stuck. You're not. And you might have to go through some stuff in order to get out. You may have to live with somebody for a little while. You may have to go to a shelter. You may have to do some things and go some places, live somewhere that you don't want to. Do some things that you don't want to do. Be in a situation that you don't want to be in. But it's only temporary. It's only temporary. Would you much rather stay in the situation that you're in now? Because you already know what that's about, and you know that ain't getting no better, right? Right? Because you know what it's going to be every day when you wake up, all day long. That's what you're going to wake up to. That's what you're going to go to bed to. You know that. So if you got to go stay with somebody for a little while and put up with whatever you got to put up with at somebody else's house for a little while, or go to a shelter and be, put out and uncomfortable for a little bit, then hey, so be it. You ain't getting beat up and beat down. You ain't getting talked to crazy, emotionally abused, verbally abused, and some more stuff. Because some of you probably even out there getting sexually abused. Being made to have sex with your partner when you don't even want to. You don't have to put up with that. You do not have to put up with that. And when I'm telling you that there is a way out, you got a whole way out and you don't even know it. God will bring you up out of that situation. Not only will He bring you up out of it, but He will take care of you if you don't have the means to take care of yourself. But when you go to God, you got to be serious. You can't be playing, because He gonna know you playing. If you're really looking for a change in your life, you want to change your life, you want to better yourself, have a better lifestyle, and stop dealing with these trash people, go to God. But you got to be willing. You got to be a willing vessel. You got to be open and ready for the change and willing to make the change and to do what you need to do. You don't have to settle for nobody putting their hands on you. You don't got to settle for nobody talking crazy to you, putting you down, assaulting you physically, sexually. You don't have to deal with that. You don't. But you got to be serious about wanting out. Because what's stopping you from getting up and leaving right now? Ain't nothing stopping you but you. You're stopping you. You're stopping you. Take it from somebody who knows. I'm not just pulling something out of my behind. I know what I'm talking about. I've been there. You don't have to put up with it. You don't. Stop being afraid. They got you scared. They got you thinking ain't nobody else gonna want you. That you they last stop. That you can't do nothing without them. I know everything that they done said to you. They probably even done tried to turn your own family against you, your own kids against you. I know how that works. I know the lingo. I've been there. You don't have to deal with it. It's all lies. And it's just a tactic of the enemy to keep you stuck and in bondage and oppressed. If you don't like the situation you in, change it. I dare you. But it's got to start with you. You got to make the change. You got to make that change. Because that person that's got you stuck and in bondage and oppressed, they got you right where they want you. They ain't going to make no change. Why would they? Why would they? You're doing exactly what it is that they want you to do. Nothing. Remember, you got the power. You got the power. All you got to do is stand up and use it. So that's all I wanted to come on here and say right quick, because I just feel like it's somebody out there that's going through something right now, that's sitting somewhere thinking that they stuck and that they ain't got no options and that they just got to keep taking whatever this monster. And I ain't just talking about the men. I'm talking about women too, because there's some women out there that do their man wrong. That's putting their hands all up on their man and stuff. But if he was to strike back and lay a pinky on her, it would be unheard of. It's a double standard. Nobody should be putting their hands on nobody. Everybody's body, person is valuable. And nobody deserves to be beat on. Nobody deserves that. So if you're a man or a woman, let today be the last day. Get up and do something about it. And when I say do something about it, I don't mean retaliate. I don't mean go do nothing crazy that's going to get yourself put in jail or anything. But you ain't got to sit around and be nobody's punching bag neither. You got to change your life if you want it to change. Get up right now. Right now, in this moment. Get up. If you sitting somewhere sad, beat up with a black eye, a busted lip, just got talked crazy to, done got drugged through the mud, done got your feelings hurt emotionally, done been sexually abused, get up right now in this moment. If you got time, grab you a few things and leave. Go somewhere to somebody's house that you trust, that you know will have your back. And if you have to, go to a shelter. You don't have to take it. You don't have to take it. Let today be the beginning of the end. And like I said, you may have to struggle for a little bit before you can get back on your feet. Or you may not have to get up and go nowhere. Put them out. But a lot of times, I know how these things go. They ain't gonna leave. They ain't gonna leave. They ain't gonna leave. No matter how many times you tell them to leave, even if it is your house, your dwelling, this is your spot. Even if you do tell him to leave or her to leave, they ain't gonna leave. They ain't gonna leave. And a lot of y'all be feeling, feeling some type of way about calling the police. That's what they there for. But a lot of times too, you know, if this person lives with you, sometimes the police will be of no help. But there are ways to get these people up out your house if you really want them out. So that's what I wanted to come on here and say today, y'all. For that person that's sitting right now in bondage and oppressed, to get up right now, get your stuff and leave. and leave. If you can do it safely, I don't want nobody to put themselves in harm's way. But if you can do it safely, get up right now, get your stuff, and leave the premises. Leave the premises and don't go back. Don't go back. You got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. But if you ain't there yet, then don't even waste your time. So I'm going to pray for y'all. I'm going to pray for y'all. I'm going to pray for y'all. I'm going to keep y'all in my prayers. And I don't know who you are, but I feel like I'm talking to somebody. So reach out to God. He can help you. God bless you. Y'all have a nice day.